Hello everybody, welcome to Telluride, Colorado. I'm Aaron Miller. I'm the Food and Beverage Director and Executive Chef of Mountain Lodge in Telluride. So today we're going to start a little bit of a series of videos on just some quick instructions on some spirits, some food, some stuff here and there that we're going to release once a week. Now, today we're going to start with the granddaddy of all tequila cocktails, the margarita. Now, who invented the margarita? There are a lot of possibilities to who invented the margarita. Most likely it was invented in the 30s. I've heard a lot of stories about people inventing them in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and even 60s. Now, I require a little bit of evidence to these stories. So, going back in the 30s, there was a gentleman by the name of James Graham. He was an editor of a newspaper in Iowa. He reported of a similar cocktail to the margarita in Tijuana, Mexico that year in 1936. Also, interestingly enough, the same year, the Syracuse Herald mentioned a drink similar to the margarita, calling it the Tequila Daisy. Now, that's really interesting considering the word daisy in Spanish is margarita. So, as far as the inventor of the margarita is concerned, yeah, it's vague at best. However, the recipe itself isn't. Now, traditional margarita, when it was invented, had tequila and Cointreau and lime juice. That's it. 3 ingredients minus the garnishes. Now, I like Cointreau, although when I didn't make a margarita myself personally, I tend to use Patron Citronage. Now what this is, it's a tequila-based liqueur made in Mexico. In fact, it's the only natural liqueur that's made with oranges that is distilled in Mexico. I also prefer silver, blanco, blanca, plata tequilas for my margaritas. They tend to react better to me with the lime juice and the fresh citrus flavors of even the Citronage. So I definitely recommend a Blanco or a Plata or a Blanca or a Silver. More specifically, I like Patron Silver for a margarita. Now, to build a margarita, it's very simple. So I'm going to do 2 ounces of Patron Silver right in a shaker with some ice. Whoops. I think I missed a little of that. I'm going to hit up a little bit more. Then I'm going to do 1 ounce of Patron Citronage. Now this is the orange variation. Throw that in. Now if by chance you want to experiment a little bit more with your with the flavors of margaritas, you can always purchase the Patron Pineapple or Mango Citronage, which are very exciting to use in a margarita. Now, next thing, we're going to throw some lime juice in this. Yeah, I typically like to hand squeeze my own lime juice. I use one of these fancy schmancy squeezers, specifically because I'm just trying to squeeze the fruit itself and not extract anything from around the pith. So I want that lime juice to be as sweet as possible. Okay, now the lime juice is in. I'm going to toss it right in the shaker. Now I like my margaritas a little sweet. So I'm just going to give it a little kiss of some agave nectar. Just a little splash. I'm going to throw my top shaker on, bump it, shake it. Okay, and now, let's grab my glass. I'm going to ice it down. Now, if you notice my glass, I don't do salt around the whole rim. What I do is just a salt lick on one side. You'll notice the salt is a black salt. It's black Hawaiian sea salt. Not only is the color really beautiful on a margarita, but The salt itself is very mild. It's not as sharp as, let's say, a kosher salt would be. It's a little bit more forgiving. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and strain this. I'm going to double strain it into a rock glass. And I could garnish it with a wheel, I could garnish it with a wedge, but me, I kind of like my little skull toothpicks. So anyway, that's the margarita, guys. So, have a nice day, stay safe, and be good to one another. Take care, guys. We'll see you at the Mountain Lodge soon.